Right, do a quick video today on Range Rover Sport switch packs. Now these are actually the same on the Range Rover Sport from 2005 to 2009. In 2010 they changed to ones with a little circle instead of the squares at the top, and they're a slightly different shape. Freelander 2 is also the same. Discovery 3 is also the same. So they, from the factory, actually the Freelander 2 did have one that came gloss black from the factory. But normally they were a sort of silver colour. And there's two sorts of, they had a sort of darky grey and a silver. So these are the sort of colours that you'll probably have on your car. Now you may want to swap these over or upgrade them. Some of them only had two buttons on the left. So here's one here, this left hand one. You can see he's only got the two buttons. It hasn't got the third button up here. So there we go. But interestingly, that button is that button and this button's the one there, if you see what I mean. Bit strange, but there we go. So if you are buying a set, make sure you've got the ones with either 2 or 3 buttons. The right hand side, actually some of the Discovery 3s had no buttons, and we have actually done another video. And can you do that little point where's the camera, and we'll put the link there to show you on the Discovery 3 where we actually fitted these and everything worked. So the base spec models didn't have switches. Right, we're waffling on. So you may want to strip these down. They also didn't all have this voice thing here. So that will be one difference that you may come across. What's the right? So we're upgrading because we've got these wood veneer ones. So you might have some carbon fibre ones, and it's quite a popular upgrade to change them from the silver finish to a wood veneer, or carbon fibre or gloss black. And to do that, you're going to have to change this fascia. You might paint them yourself. So I'm going to show you how to take this fascia off. That's what I'm trying to get to eventually when I've stopped waffling. Right, so when you take them off the steering wheel, you might have them joined together with this little loom. If you press the little tab on the top there and pull, they will come out, honestly. Let's have a go. There we go. That's that one out. And same again on this one. Press that little tab. Give him a little wiggle. There you go. You seem to want to wiggle out those. Right. Okay, so let's have a go at stripping this down. Now, actually, I'm going to do this one because this is the more complicated one. Now, if you haven't got this, you'll just have a blank here. But this is more complicated, so I'll show you how to do this one. That one should be the same. So you've got a load of little screws in here. So let's rattle those out. And we're filming in the office today because we've got Julian's in the workshop. He's 3D scanning. He's doing it in the dark. Well, he says he's 3D scanning. He's in the dark. I don't know what he's doing in there. So we're up in the office today. We got Gary on the camera because Ian hasn't decided to come back yet, has he, Ben? Not yet. He's thinking about it though, we think. He's just not telling me he's thinking about it. Right, so that's that, but it doesn't come off yet because there's a screw hidden under here. Now I haven't done this for a few years, so bear with me because I'm going from memory here. We've had a video request, haven't we, Sharon? Who's this for? Richard. Richard. Are we allowed to tell him it's Richard under GDPR? We've only got the first name. So Richard, we're doing this for you. I hope you're feeling the love. Right then. Right, look, yeah, so that sort of pivots out. These two little pegs are stuck in the top, and then it sort of comes out like that. Now there should be a little ribbon cable on here. Yeah, we've come across these. Right, now this little ribbon cable. Now some of these, I think this one, does that black, yeah, that black bit fits. So you got it on the camera, Gary? See, that sort of pushes up there. There you go. And then, with that up, we should be able to give this a little bit, and when you put it back together, you see, you can just see a little bit of blue. You should just be able to see the minimal bit of blue when you put it back. That's why they got that blue. Boink, he's ping. Right, so that's that bit out of the way. Now this reveals, oh my magnet, that reveals this. We have to do that just to get that naughty little screw in there. I think once we got him out, there we go. Now that should So that's that bit off. There's nothing that's going to fall out. I think there's some little buttons here somewhere. Let's have a look what else we get. So we got a circuit board there. So I want to pull on that ribbon cable. I'm going to pull on those pins. Okay, so let's take that bit there out. Turn that over. So these bits are where these little sort of gold plated bits. That's where the switch is. You see the gold pads in this switch membrane. That's where they connect. So if it's not working, you could just clean these off. Sometimes if they add Coca-Cola or something spilt on them, you could just clean these with a baby wipe or an alcohol wipe, and that can fix the problem. And then you should have a little membrane in here. Let's get it out from this side. Okay. And that's all right. That's all there. And these are the little conductive. So when you press the buttons here, now the bit you've got to watch here is these plastic pegs. So there's these little plastic pegs that all come out here. And what that is obviously when you press the buttons here, top or bottom, like that, what that does is that makes these little pegs go up and down. Like, so when you put it back together, you've got to make sure. But for now, so look where all those pegs are. I'm pretty sure they're all the same. We'll have a look. There we go. Do they all look the same? There's a couple there that have stuck. So that's all your little pegs you've got to put back in. Right. So now we're not doing too bad. We're nearly there now. So all we've now got to strip this down finally is we've got to remove the switches. So obviously use your phone, take a picture of the switches, which way up they are and everything. And then you've got to take them out. So there's a little ledge at the top there, and I wonder if I can just squeeze. That's what forms the pivot. You can see it's rocking about there. So I think if I just get my finger in and just push that off. Like, so I just literally pull that down there like that, just to get those off. Let me see if I can do that. You could use a thin screwdriver. Not save your nails. Okay. Right, so that's those all out. Now you've got to be careful when you put them back in, because I think you can put them up either way. I think they're ambidextrous, as it were. So make sure you've got a note of where they go. So that's the switches done. Right. The next thing is the horn push, which you can see does this sort of thing, and it's got several pins in the horn push. It's got 4 of them, I think, was in there originally. Right, and we've got to remember how we get this out. Now, how do we get that out? There you go. I think we just push on those plastic bits. That one's gone. Let's have a go. There you go. Oh yeah. So where it's got that little lip at the back, if you just push it in, there you go. So that is your horn push out. So again, make sure you get that back, and you can see it's got this like swaged line here, whereas on the other side it's flat. And so you've got to make sure that the sort of curved line matches the curved bit on here when you put it back together. Don't put it round that way. Got that? Right, and then all you've got to do, so this is the actual bit when you change the fascia that you really need. You want to keep all your car electronics the same. So what I'm going to do now for Richard is I'm going to build some up. But obviously Richard wants a 2-switch one, so I'm going to have to get another one, and we'll get those all built up for Richard. So there we go. Good luck with that. I hope that helps out.